Now we play a round called English Jokes for English People. This game involves Ramesh and Milton, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is education. Who wants to go on that? Ramesh.
Well, as a vegan, I wanted to supplement my son's education, so I'm helping him to learn to read. That's one of the things that I'm doing, and helping your child to read is one of the most magical and rewarding things that you can do as a parent, on day one. After that, it's one of the most frustrating, annoying, I'd rather punch myself in the face repeatedly than ever do this again activity that you can ever do. And let me tell you why. They do not care about making sense. Right? They'll just read all the easy words. When they get to one they don't know, instead of trying, they'll just look at the picture and just throw something random into the sentence without any regard for what effect that has on what they're saying. And I'm supposed to not get angry. I'm supposed to not get angry when my son goes, "Jack went strawberry?" How could that be what it said? How could it be Jack went strawberry? What are you talking about? What would that even look like? How could that be what it said? Tell me. I'll tell you what, you think that's what it said, you go strawberry now. Go on. No, go strawberry. That's what you think it said. Stop crying, go strawberry. Go strawberry. Why didn't you do it? Go kiwi then, I don't give a shit. You're not doing it, are you? I'll tell you why not, because it doesn't make any bloody sense. My wife thinks I'm overreacting.
Thank you very much, Robert. OK, that leaves us with Milton. So let's see what you've been after, Milton. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is family.
My uncle, he was a cruel man. He knew we lived in a bungalow, yet every year for Christmas we always got a slinky. It's a miracle my sister's getting married. I went to the printers to get the invites done. He said, "Well, what typeface?" I went... She seems to like him. My grandfather, during the war, he broke the Enigma code machine. Then he went AWOL. Well, it's not quite true. Then he became an owl. My grandmother, she's been talking about downsizing, and now she's in a little urn. My other grandmother, she was a children's writer. You may have seen her book, Jack Goes Strawberry. I haven't always been popular with my family as a vegan. That doesn't normally work. Recently, my family all clubbed together and got me a voucher for a clinic in Switzerland. Thank you.
Hey, well done. Point out to Mr. Jones. Come on back in. What have hospital patients been asked to rate?
They have been asked to rate, apparently, exactly how good the A&E departments are. The question is, would you recommend this A&E department to your friends and family? Well, what are you going to say to them? "Oh, well, don't worry, you've had an accident. You're going to St Mark's, and that's got a cracking A&E."
Change the beginning of Casualty. Wasn't it? Just a man falling off his shed onto his garden rake and then crawling to his laptop to go on TripAdvisor.
Or just come home to your partner, square up and go, "I'm going to send you someplace nice."
Well, I've never heard domestic violence put quite as charmingly as that. Yes, I know that they put don't know in. There's extremely likely, neither likely nor unlikely, extremely don't know. Don't ask the people with concussion. How would you rate it? Cabbage? Banana? Mummy? Cabbage?
The people who give the lowest rating are dead. So the results are going to be unavoidably skewed.
That's going to be a very awkward conversation when they go, I'm sorry, we've lost him. Do you think he was satisfied with the Before he went, did he say whether he enjoyed the food?
It's going to be the least accurate survey of all time. Don't ask people questions when they're in pain. And what's your name? Jesus! Another Jesus. We've had another.
They have quite confusing questions like, which hepatitis did the doctor fail to cure you of? Was it A?
Who has received a hero's welcome at the conference?
Batman!
Yes, the bit where Batman came. No, not Batman.
Oh, Boris.
Boris.
Boris said he wanted to be tough on crime. And this was after, apparently, he's had 6 bikes nicked. And you're wondering, has he really had 6 bikes nicked? Or 6 times he just hasn't got a clue where he in fact left them?
What was the hero's welcome? What did they do for him?
They kind of clapped. It wasn't like they threw rose petals on it.
They also gave him, like they give everyone at the Tory Party conference, they gave him a 2-minute standing ovation. That's what they give absolutely everyone, whatever they've said. It makes perfect sense. It's 30 seconds of clapping and a minute and a half for most of them to stand up.
You need a hat. I can do this. Come on.
Thank you.
I was going to the Paralympics and I had one of those lanyards that you have to have because I was working there. And I went for a fry-up at lunchtime and I was sat there and the guy came over and he said, oh, what's that? I said, oh, I'm going to the Paralympics in an hour. And he said, oh, what are you competing in? A, clearly I'm not a Paralympian, and B, as if I'd go, well, I'll have a fry-up before I...
The most astonishing thing about this summit is the number of just the huge roll call of new heroes. Like just watching Incredible Humans. David Radisha's world record-breaking 800-metre run. That was astonishing. I just sat there watching him thinking, how does a human being learn to run 800 metres that quickly? And then you find out that he was trained by an Irish priest, and you think, yep, that would do it.
Some things don't get medals at all. I get very upset by the fact that in the show jumping and stuff, that horses don't get a medal. And in the dressage, they don't get a medal. And you look at the horse and you think, to be honest, I think the horse is doing most of the work. It's no wonder, and in the show jump, it's no wonder they knock all the fences over, because the horse is just thinking, well, what's in it for me? More even if I go clear, I won't get a single vote in Sports Personality of the Year.
It's also very difficult for them to text the number because they're big foot on the phone. It doesn't really...
It's very, very rare that they have horse voting. And generally, if they do have horse voting, the nays have it.
We're away.
That's the best joke I've heard.
Now we're starting.
You get into mad sports. There's things that I didn't really know. I didn't know about the steeplechase before, but that's now my favourite race on the track. Is you just go around the track and then eventually someone puts a big fence in your way, which you have to leap over into a pool of water, and then off you go. It's like the crazy golf of the track. They should completely embrace that. I think there should be a little bit further along, there should be a windmill that you have to run through. You have to avoid the sails clattering you. Big rotating Boris Johnson head halfway down the track.
Just the mouth opening and closing.
Going, wah, 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 wah. I'm letting out athletes. Wah, 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 wah.
I love the open water swimming. I thought that was great, the open water swimming. But I did think it was one of the very few events that Rio are going to do better. There's a lot more stuff in the water there.
Did you actually watch the sailing at any stage?
I did.
Yeah.
It was the one that I just couldn't...
Yeah,
I
it's
had
impossible
no
to
idea what's going on
Great.
here.
It's like, oh, he's in first. Oh, he's seventh. Oh, he's ninth. Oh, he's 14th. Oh, he's disqualified. No, he's back in. No, wait, he's won. He's gold. It's a silver. It's like the same row thing, like whatever. Randomly, you'd be watching going, oh, there he goes, and another boat would just go across like that. Oh, somebody's lost now.
I was watching the Paralympic sailing and I thought it was quite boring until I realised I was actually watching a repeat of Three Men in a Boat.
I did think the broadcasting was generally excellent. I mean, at no point did I think that the BBC sent people along to events whose knowledge of the sport or whose ability to communicate that knowledge was ever in doubt. It was just top quality the entire way through.
Look at the reaction of the Irish fans in attendance here at the XL Arena and what that signifies.
2 more minutes, Hayden! Come on! Jesus, the place are rocking there. I can't call this. This is too tight.
Were you actually sent there by the BBC, or do you two just carry a microphone around?
Now we play a round called Mock the 9 o'clock news. This game involves Zoe, Stuart, Andy and Russell, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is finance. Can I have a volunteer to talk about that? Andy.
British Airways, their answer to the credit crunch, they've asked their employees, can you come into work for nothing for a month or take a month off unpaid? There's a tricky choice, isn't there? And who is going to want to fly British Airways? The last thing you want to hear when you get on the plane, this is your captain speaking. I'm not being paid today. Good luck. I am looking forward to seeing the credit crunch version of Monopoly. You know, instead of getting £1,500 from the bank, you have to lend the bank £1,500. And then everybody keeps on going round the board with nobody buying any property whatsoever because they always think it's going to be cheaper next time they go around.
Well done, Andy. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is Sarah Palin. Who wants to talk about that?
Ah, Sarah Palin. She was apparently an ex-beauty queen of a town in Alaska called Wasilla. And the press were very keen on this. They kept saying, you know, the beauty queen, Sarah Palin, the ex-beauty queen, the beauty queen, Sarah Palin. Let me tell you something, people. Wasilla is a very, very small town. Population 8, possibly 9,000 people at the best of times. To call it a one-horse town is to over-exaggerate the number of horses in that town by 1. They timeshare a horse with another shithole down the road. Now, my brother used to live in Anchorage, Alaska, and I have been to Wasilla, and in the 5 minutes it took us to drive across Wasilla, I was voted beauty queen of Wasilla. It was no big deal, honestly. An otter and a caribou came second and third, respect.
I'm going to show it. That leaves us with Stuart and Russell. Let's spin the wheel again. The next topic is men's health. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
I went to the doctors recently with anal issues. I thought I had cancer, not I can't put my CDs in order. But it's a terrifying moment, right? So scary, because in your head, I'm going to die. And I went there and I took down my trousers. Obviously, we had a chat first, and it just... I'm not very well. You can see that, mate. This is a chip shop. You've never done it slower in your life. I was just peeling them down. I got them down to about there. Just heard his booming voice go, "In the other room." You have a decision to make there. Do you pull them up or do you waddle with pride, right? You waddle, that's what you do. When you waddle, you can't help but giggle. The last thing you need is to be giggling is before a man's going to pop his finger in your Richard, because now you're a wiggling target, right? I'll be honest, when the finger goes in, you're not laughing anymore! You're like a red arrow! And that's the moment they chat. How you doing? Fine. When you draw the curtains, we've gathered quite a crowd. Look at that, it's Atrium Steps and he's getting violated. I'm Russell!
OK, Stuart, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is school.
You are looking at a very proud Canadian who's very proud of the education system in Canada. No, I was horrible in school. I failed math so many times I can't even count. I preferred French over chemistry because the chemistry teacher and I just didn't have any, rapport. One teacher said I'd be a better student if I spent less time flirting. I immediately jumped off his lap. One teacher used to always say I wasn't very observant, but you know what? That was his or her opinion. I was going to join the debating team, but someone talked me out of it. In high school, I was voted most likely to reminisce.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Zoe and Stuart. OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear at a school assembly.
OK, today we're going to have a special outing. So, Miss Williams, if you'd like to tell everybody why you're a lesbian.
We welcome a new member of staff today. He has no arms and no legs and no body, and we will call him the Head.
Would whoever's milkshake is bringing all the boys to the yard, please stop it?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, boys and girls. I've just had a shit the size of a baby seal.
If you are found in possession of cocaine, you will be given 100 lines. No, wait.
And today in the after-school club, we're going to be using paper mache to make a mother that actually loves you enough to pick you up at 3 o'clock.
I'm delighted to say that during the summer holidays, Mr. Wang married Miss Kerr. His nickname will remain the same.
A wise man once said, boys and girls, that if you try your hardest, you can fulfil your dreams. Generally, that's true. Not for you, though, Tom. You can't read. So...
And today, everyone, we have a new boy. Now, for some reason, whatever reason, he's been to a lot of schools, so be kind to him. Will you please make your way to the front? Richard Poo Willie.
A word about registers. Most of the staff are on one.
So that is how you put on a condom. But, sir, shouldn't you have used a cucumber? Not with that E. coli kicking around.
Sorry I'm late. I just had a bit of a run-in with an interactive whiteboard. It told me to fuck off.
I've had all your mums.
Let's spin the wheel. Who's going to win the race? The next topic is Scotland. Frankie.
Scotland is officially the most obese nation in Europe. You'd have to wonder what we'd be like if it wasn't for all the heroin. They were talking about making the next Bond Scottish. I was glad they didn't, you know, because Bond was always travelling to all these different countries. If he was Scottish, he'd never get out the duty-free. Come on, Bond, we've only got 18 hours to save the world. It's all very well, Q. Have you seen the price of these little bottles of Stella? Always drinking, Bond, never actually gets drunk. It would have been good to see it just once. Try to phone Q in his ring. I fucking love you, man!
Frankie Boyle. Let's see what Fred has been left with. Let's spin the wheel. The topic is etiquette.
Which... I think there's been a deterioration in etiquette, there's been a deterioration in manners, and there's been a deterioration in language. And as a Scot, you know, we're often accused of using the F word too much. And, you know, that could be true. I think, though, it suits the pattern of our voice, it suits the rhythm of our speech. It actually fits in quite nicely. But I think I have found the epitome of the overuse of the F word. It happened at a St Johnstone versus Partick Thistle football match, and the detail is vital in padding out the routine. It was in McDermott Stadium, a stadium that can hold 10,000 people, they've been told. And 5 minutes into the second half, something happened on the pitch that the man 5 rows in front of me was not at all happy about, and he stood up and he pointed at the pitch and he shouted, "Fucking! Boo!" Because, you know, sometimes boo just isn't enough.
At the end of that round, I'm giving the points to Andy and Fred. Come back here. We come to scenes we'd like to see, so if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, please. I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. Our first subject is things you won't hear at the World Cup.
No one's guaranteed a start in this England team. The only thing that's nailed on is Wayne Rooney's hair.
That was a horrible two-footed lunge, but it was the only way I could shut Phil Neville up.
And now our cameraman is going to pick out some of the plainer girls in the crowd.
Let's have a look at possession. Yes, 7 Colombians have been arrested for it.
Hang on. It's not very high. Sorry. So it's just this one side is doing it all the time, and that's really unfair. I'm so sorry, right? You two are just... You're kind of hogging it a bit. So for the rest of the round, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to... Things you won't hear at the World Cup. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, excuse me.
It's the first time that most people have ever seen Dara's legs, ladies and gentlemen. That's Messi! Oh, Messi! Yes, Wayne Rooney should never have a half-time orange unsupervised.
There's little doubt now that Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the world's all-time greatest twats.
Welcome to Sugarloaf Mountain, the hardest level on Candy Crush.
And that's a very soft tackle, as Pele hasn't taken his tablets yet.
Is he the finished article? That's the question. He did very well against Italy, but Sterling has traditionally performed very badly against the dollar and the yen.
And now we go over live for Nigeria against the Ivory Coast, and our commentator, Ron Atkinson.
You join us here in Brazil where it's still fucking well up.
Hey, who's heard what's going on in Iraq?
There's 6 Brazilians in the wall and 2 in the foundations. That's the mafia for you.
4 years later, Paul the Octopus is back. And what a stew he made.
Andre Pirlo, the only player in world football to be named after the Palestinian Liberation Organization.
There you go. OK. Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Rod, which category would you like?
The media, please.
Right, the media, OK. The answer is 1 million. What is the question?
How many Asian children are Brad and Angelina planning to adopt?
Is it, how many times could I punch Adrian Chiles in the face without making him uglier?
Is it in a poll of 1 million people? How many people hate Cristiano Ronaldo?
Is it...
Yes, clearly neither he nor his mother were in the poll then.
No. Is it how many men will take their kids to watch Harry Potter this week simply to see how Hermione's getting along?
Is it, in 20 years' time, what will be the size of the black nation that Madonna rules?
Is it how many nectar points do you need to get a set of tumblers?
How much of the money that Amy Winehouse made from the song Tried to Make Me Go to Rehab has she spent on rehab?
Is it by what percentage would the situation in the Middle East be improved if we gave George Bush to the Taliban?
Is it what number would you get if you took everybody in Scotland who gave a shit about the Ashes and added 1 million?
Is it the number... It's something to do with the phone tapping thing.
It is something to do with the phone tapping, yeah.
Is it the number of conversations of John Prescott's they had to listen to before they got one without the words party bucket in it?
Oh, I know what it is.
Is
It's
it-
the amount of celebrities that were on a list that they were going to...
Not 1
No, it's the
million.
number they
How
paid
long a list? How long a list would that be?
Hey, it's the amount the News of the World had to... That's paid out so far to people who have accused them of tapping their phones.
Absolutely well done, Rod Gilbert. Absolutely spot on. Very good. Greg, which category would you like?
Science, please.
OK, science is the category. The answer is 40 years. What's the question?
What is the average waiting time at Glasgow A&E on a Friday night?
Is it for how long would I happily follow Beyoncé up an impossibly tall ladder?
Is it?
Sorry.
Is it how long would it take to cook John Prescott?
Is it...
Medium rare.
Yeah. What is the youngest my balls have looked?
Is it how much older does Dara look than Russell?
Is it, on average, how long does it take me to knock one out to loose women?
Genuinely, depends who's on the panel, I feel. That average can sway quite a lot.
The day you were on it was fantastic.
I'm doing it next week, and what I really don't want is to be thinking, oh, what's Frankie Boyle doing right now?
You'll be thinking... it's a safe bet, Lucy. To be honest, even if I'm not watching it, it's just that time of day.
What duration did Michael Jackson's agent initially plan for his run at the O2 Arena?
How long is it going to take me to raise the finance for my self-penned disaster porno film, 6911?
about space.
It's about space.
It's about
Is
space.
it about-
I know the answer, Hugh, please. I know the answer. Is it for how many years has Buzz Aldrin looked in the mirror and gone, it should have been me?
That is essentially the answer. Do you want to give the answer slightly more?
It's 40 years since we landed on the moon.
Very good, well done,
Well,
Russell.
we
Thank you very
say-
much. Alan, which category would you like?
Politics, please.
OK, your category is politics. The answer is 27. What is the question?
How many moons does Uranus have? I'm not sure it's political right now.
Well, I don't know. Don't say you don't get the news from us.
Is it in Dundee? How long does a day seem to last?
Would that be 27 hours or 27 days?
Just the number 27. They've not come up with the concept of either hours or days in Dundee. They live in a timeless pit.
Is it, if you're a footballer, how many times can you punch a DJ and get away with it?
Is it after how many miles of a marathon are you absolutely certain you've taken the wrong turning?
Is it how many Gurkhas actually know who Joanna Lumley is?
Is it how long was the trail of chocolate hobnobs I used to lure my gran through the doors of a Swiss clinic?
Where did you start that trail? How big were those hobnobs?
Scotland. It was just like an Easter egg hunt. One on the plane, one in Geneva.
Is it how many times a day does Russell Brand think of writing a joke, then give up and just shag someone?
Is it how old is this year's winner of Middlesbrough's glamorous granny competition?
Is it how many times could I flick a peanut hard into Amanda Holden's face before she felt anything?
Is it how many people still have jobs?
It's the age of the Conservative MP who was elected at the Norwich by-election.
You're absolutely right. Well done, Frankie. Stephen, which category would you like?
The economy.
OK, the economy it is. The answer is £100 a day. What is the question?
Can I just say I'm very excited to be here, by the way, and if things don't go too well, I will be playing the race card.
To be honest with you, it's always worked for me.
Is it perhaps? How much Iceland food does the Katona family go through?
Is it what does Jade Goody spend on magic beans?
Is it how much more was Joseph Fritzl spending on groceries than seemed normal for a family of his size?
Yeah, I know we're spoiling that dog, Joseph, but nappies and flip-flops.
Is it how much does Max Mosley spend on plasters? Did you read about that? Spanked for 5 hours. It'd be horrific. I hate it when I stub my toe.
Yeah, but you don't stub your toe with your arse.
Is it how much could you earn if you answered this ad? Work from home, must be gullible, no skills required.
Is it how much is Brooklyn Beckham's pocket money?
Is it how much would I pay somebody to dress up as a lion, go to IKEA and hide in a cupboard?
Is it what do I pay my cleaner not to go to the police?
Is it David Blunkett's swear box as he hangs pictures?
OK, so I get he'd missed the nail because he's blind. Why is he hanging pictures? He's blind.
It is something generally to do with houses, isn't it?
It is something to do with houses, yes.
What's the average house price going down by?
That is exactly right. Well done, Frankie Boyle. There you go.
I would like home news, please, Dara.
Home news it is. The answer is 1 year. What is the question?
What would be an appropriate prison sentence for people who use the phrase hollybobs?
Not the answer, but I'll take it.
Is it how long the BBC have left now they've lost Bake Off?
And the clock is already ticking. Yeah.
Is it in a Wetherspoon's kitchen? What is the chef's equivalent of the 5-second rule?
Is it Southern Rail's estimate for a London to Brighton journey?
Do people kiss goodbye to their children at a Southern Rail station and go, you look after your mum?
How long does it take to earn £100 if you work at Sports Direct?
How long does it take a YouTube clip to buffer at my parents' house?
Is it? How long would Charles Manson have gotten in prison if he'd been a promising swimmer?
Yeah. Bit of truth.
Bit of politics there.
How long does Jeremy Hunt want junior doctors to work per week?
OK, so under Theresa May's education reforms, how much of a carefree childhood will children now be allowed?
Is it how long would it take to rewatch all of Dara's TV appearances from the last month?
Very good. Thank you very much. If I make a joke about ISIS in the queue, how long will it take me to get through airport security?
OK, is that the correct answer?
I think. How long has Jeremy Corbyn been leader of the Labour Party?
It is indeed. Thank you very much, Judah. Well done.
Science, please.
Science, yes. Whoop! Science! One up our team. Your category is science. The answer is 7 months. What is the question?
Is it how old Princess Charlotte will be when the Daily Mail start commenting on her weight?
Is it how long does my nephew think I've been playing hide and seek with him?
Is it how long until Sepp Blatter gets bummed in prison?
Is it how old was Jack Whitehall when he first appeared on this programme?
Is it if I get a 30-second advert before a YouTube video, how long does that feel?
Skip it in 5!
You can't always skip! You can't always skip!
Some of them you have to prove you're over 18 as well. It's a nightmare.
Is it, if I was in charge, what would be the prison sentence for saying chillax?
Is it how long does it take to get to Glasgow on a megabus?
Yes, a megabus. I am the accepted
As if
face.
you've ever gone on a megabus.
I'm on every megabus, Pez.
Is it how long it takes Dara to start a sentence?
What's this? What are you got? Britain's Got Talent now? Is that what you're doing?
Archie, I really haven't got over that Britain's Got Talent thing. You brought it up out of nowhere 2 weeks in a row, Dara.
I would continue to until I hunt that man down and kill him. It wasn't the fact that he did it. It was the fact that it was a snippet that they chose in all the acts. They said, oh, they'd like 1 second from each act, and his was just him going, and the number underneath. 9888999.
I know, but
there's more to me than that.
Is there?
No. Seemingly not.
Is it to avoid suspicion, how long is Mo Farah planning to run his next 10,000 metres in?
OK, can we move to the correct answer, please?
Is it how long it took for me to get over seeing my dad in the bath?
That's very quick, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
It took me 4 years.
Really? What's he doing looking at my dad?
Surely more the question is, what was your dad doing in his bath?
Friday Friday night.
It's to do with that thing on the comet.
That thing... That's your correct answer. It's to do with that thing on the comet.
I can't believe that this is the right answer.
Oh, my God. Go on.
It's basically, how long was the space probe that landed on the comet asleep for?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Andy Parson. 1/3. What is the question?
Is it how much of a bottle of vodka I'd have to drink before I found Lewis Hamilton even vaguely interesting?
Is it how many of this week's news stories lend themselves to comedy?
It's been that kind of 3 weeks, really, hasn't it, Andy? Yes.
Is it how much of Greece can you buy for £1?
Is it how much of Kim Kardashian is made up of arse?
Is it, of all of the children that I taught maths to, Which proportion of them genuinely had a future?
Is it what emoticon would I use to tell someone that I've wrapped a rubber band around my scrotum?
Is it what I'm always missing from a threesome?
Is it FIFA's target survival rate for stadium workers at the World Cup?
Is it, according to legend, how much of you is your head?
Yes. Should be noted.
I'll tell you what it could be, answer. What proportion of that team have I seen completely butt naked?
Yeah. Can we? Are there anyone got any answers to a question? I feel like I answered to ask for 10 minutes.
Is it how many of the words spoken by Kanye West are about Kanye West?
Is it? The way you pronounce Kanye West is incredible.
Well, yeah.
It's like you're asking somebody if they're able to West. Like...
Is it think of a fraction that rhymes with the word bird? Is it think of a fraction that rhymes with the word herd?
No.
Is it think of a fraction that rhymes with the word interred?
No.
Is it think of a fraction that sounds funny if you say it with an Irish accent?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was waiting for you to do. Yes. Think of a fraction that I say is 1/3.
What a funny country.
You're not on Radio 4 yet.
I think I do. This is genuinely the correct answer.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
What proportion of the works planned by Network Rail have already gone wrong or over budget?
There absolutely is the question I was looking for. I wouldn't have got that, mate. The answer is yoga, sushi and ice. What is the question?
Is this what Eric Pickles uses to deal with trapped wind?
Is it what would the three wise men have brought Jesus if he was born in Notting Hill?
You think your Chinese tattoo says keep the faith. What does it actually mean?
Is it, in fact, just what does Madonna smell of?
Is it 16 years from now, what will my son tell me when I ask him what A-levels he's doing?
Is it name 3 things Nigella won't be asking Charles Saatchi to pay for anymore?
Is it Pingu's Rider?
He did nothing. I'm doing nothing till I get more sushi in here.
What is the strapline to the hit Japanese television programme, The Loose-Limbed Fish Eaters of the Arctic?
Is it what answer will you get if you ask Paris Hilton to name the elements?
Is it, if you own a bar in Soho, what should you call it to guarantee it'll always be chock full of wankers?
Is it simply what are 3 things which are very difficult to sell door to door?
It is name 3 things that can make you lose the feeling in your legs.
Sushi. Yeah. Do you know what sushi actually is?
Is it what Andy Murray uses to keep up his training regime?
It absolutely is. Well done. Ava, which category would you like?
Home news, please.
OK, home news it is. The answer is 43 years. What is the question?
How long does it take to repay a £10 loan from Wonga.com?
Is it... what's the life expectancy of someone who works at Greggs?
Is it what is the average Silverstone lap time for a Formula 1 car on Pirelli tyres?
Is it how long is too long to be out for if you say I'm just popping down to the shops for a minute?
Is it how old is the Earth if Michelle Obama really is the First Lady?
Is it how old did Dara look when he was 25?
No, you laughed first.
Oh, that's
You can't pretend sympathy when you laughed first.
It is, in fact, how long have my parents regretted using pulling out as a contraceptive?
How long will Julian Assange be living in an embassy before he finally goes, do you know what, I should have just gone to jail?
Is it, if Ed Miliband remains leader, how long will it take before Labour get back into power?
What is the MILF age of consent?
OK, if you put in a ready meal 43 years ago, how long has it been ready for?
Can I have the correct answer, please? Can I have the correct
Is that not the correct answer?
No, it's not the correct answer. Nor have any of you even attempted to do the correct answer.
It's in how many years will Brazil be ready to host the 2014 World Cup? Genuine proper answer is how long can Gerard Depardieu balance a spoon on his nose?
Could have anything that even vaguely resembles a topical news story.
OK, is it how many years' worth of shale gas are they claiming there is now under the British Isles?
Absolutely right, Chris Addison. Absolutely. Politics, and the answer is 9%. What's the question?
Is it percentage of British people without sunburn?
Yes. In this room, I think. Yes.
Is it the percentage of British men who bought for their wife 50 Shades of Grey, then tied them to the bed and pissed off down the pub?
Rounding it up, what percent of Jesus' disciples turned out to be a bit of a wrong-un?
Is it what percentage of people at a Michael Bublé concert aren't using Tenalady?
Is it what percentage of EDL members can spell EDL?
Is it at what point would I normally start running around the room going, have you got a charger? Have you got a charger?
Is it for how much of history has Bruce Forsyth been alive?
As a relatively successful stand-up comedian, how much tax should I be paying?
Is it the percentage of Talisa's phone book she didn't have to delete in custody? What are Edward Snowden's chances of making 40? What? I'm not going to kill him.
Are you sure you weren't initiating the murder of Edward Snowden?
Unless this is a sleeper cell that I really hadn't known about. You've
definitely offered me £100 backstage to kill Edward Snowden. It definitely happened.
To be honest, you're a Geordie. You'll do anything for £100.
What proportion of the UK electorate think UKIP is in fact a sleeping tablet?
OK. I know I say these words a lot.
The real answer is...
I need to use words.
What gradient of hill makes Chris Froome go, that's a piece of piss?
How many Glastonbury Festival goers are still chilling out in front of the pyramid stage?
Is it how much of the show will be over by the time you get the correct answer to this?
What percentage of this panel will still be alive when Dave show the final repeat of this episode?
Amen, brother.
I would like to... OK. Sorry, genuinely, the correct answer you can, please.
Genuinely, what percentage of people actually can't believe it's not butter?
Is it genuinely... What percentage of Dale Winton's skin has not been replaced by a world of leather?
Please, can we just have a proper answer for once on the show?
Is this the MP's pay rise? Is this how much our MPs pay due to go up by?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Ed Bird. Catherine, which category would you like?
Sport.
OK, your category is sport. And the answer is 32 days. What is the question?
Is it at what age was Ramesh able to achieve a full beard?
It's a celebration. It's a celebration of your culture.
Is it, according to the people I recently bought a couch from, how long is 10 working days?
Is it due to BBC budget cuts? how far into the future is Doctor Who going to be travelling in the next series?
How long was my friend Lee in hospital when we saw the sign for Burnley?
Is it how would Joey Essex describe a fortnight?
The total amount of time that an average Big Brother contestant has spent in full-time education.
How long does it take the elephant man to exfoliate? Oh, what? Yeah.
Too soon?
According to his tax return, how many days did Gary Barlow work last year?
Is it the number of days before One Direction can safely give a urine sample?
Can you think of a rhyme for songs of praise?
They're really getting
I think I've actually genuinely lost my mind.
OK, can we need to move towards the correct answer if we can, please?
What length of menstrual cycle would keep you permanently nervous?
Is it how long the World Cup is going to last?
Yes, it is. Very, very good. Thank you very much, Catherine.
Moving on. What did we discover this week about British people's teeth?
They're worse now than they were in the Victorian era.
This is the thing that not even Victorian era.
17th century, isn't it?
From the 17th century.
The study is flawed, you know, because they analyzed skulls from the 17th century and they say, oh, their teeth was better than our teeth now. Yeah, because in the 17th century, you get your adult teeth and then you die.
In America, everyone's got the same teeth. Gee, in Hollywood, everyone's got the exact same perfect white smile, you know. Like if there was a fire at the Oscars and they had to identify everybody by their teeth. It's been a week. We found all the British actors and Steve Buscemi.
I had Irish teeth as well. I have Irish teeth. Irish teeth. I'm being like British teeth, but bad. And stuff should have been done with them years ago. I had like one random fang. One fang. Like a kind of a, I'm a vampire sometimes. Thing. And it should have worn down naturally. Never did. I gotta get it all sorted out, like whatever. But two things put me off. A, the guy said, yeah, we'll do it, but you'll have a lisp for like a week. And I went, well, that's going to be really noticeable. This is 1 week I arrive in. Gleam, welcome to Muckle Week. Next round of Muckle Week. It's a bit challenging all around to Muckle Week. That thing I'd be exactly the house. Yeah. Robots wars. Coming to the arena where the robots will fight you.
You want to become a wizard?
That's not quite a lisp, that's more of a squelch.
It is more of a
squelch. This is, you know, is more, this is the answer, what is the question?
Points for everyone. But then the other thing he said is actually we don't actually have to do all capping and everything. What we can do is we can put a thing that you can then just fit onto your teeth, right? And like you can put it on, and then we see how you like it. And I kind of like a tooth wig. Make me a tooth wig that I can put on top of my teeth, and then I go, does anyone notice my tooth wig? And then I go, still me. Yes,
maybe we should get a wig first.
Oh. I launched the wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. The first subject is sport. Who wants to give me that? Andy Parsons.
So, it was the Olympic parade last week. It was great seeing it live. Obviously, I had to keep a certain amount of a low profile in the crowd because I was throwing a sickie from work at the time. But it was great. 21 buses driving through London at a steady 2 miles an hour. So very like a normal day in London, really. There was an embarrassing moment, though, when one of the conductors rang the bell on the bus and then got the shit kicked out of him by the blind football team. And I realised, actually, that I could get into any sport during the Olympics. The only sport I couldn't actually get into, dressage. Watching a horse walk and then reverse. They call it horse ballet. I don't think anybody would go and see ballet if it was just some bloke walking a bit quicker, slowing down a bit, stopping, bowing, and then pissing off. And secondly, not many people go to ballet anyway because it's shit.
Thank you very much, Johnny Parsons. OK, let's see what the next subject is. And it's the internet. Who wants to come out? Joe.
The internet. You know when you buy things on Amazon and they have recommendations? You know, like the person who purchased this also purchased this. I was thinking I would like to hack into Amazon and put up my own recommendations. So, like, the customer who purchased My Story by Danny Minogue also purchased a length of rope and a wobbly chair. Customers who bought the book Fabulous Photos of Puppies and Kittens also bought Why Men Leave. And customers who bought 50 Shades of Grey also bought a great big cucumber. Internet crime is apparently on the rise because of the recession, because we're all short of money. Like, in my family, like, my granddad has to go into a home, and these places are very expensive, but we found somewhere, and it's really nice, because he's got his own sort of kitchenette, he's got his own shower stall, there's an outside space with plants and shrubs and stuff. Best thing is, it's completely free. We've left him in home base.
And the topic is school.
That last bloke was a bit weird, wasn't he? Anyway, I went back to my old school the other day, first time in 30 years. I took a note. Teacher said, "So, Jones, what have you done with your life?" I said, "Oh, I'm just Britain's top Ofsted inspector." They were a lot nicer to me after that. I was there for the funeral of my old science teacher. They asked me to say a few words, so I did. Method. We put the coffin in the crematorium. Observations. It burned with an orangey bright flame. Conclusion. No more homework.
Well done. Pointing out to the Muppet Jones. Very good. Sit back. There we go. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see, so if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from a children's book.
Mr. Stubborn wouldn't leave. He was the elected leader of the Labour Party.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow you, Keith Vaz.
As Noddy looked at his new friends, Rampant Rabbit and Linda the Love Egg, he realised he was in a very different kind of toy town.
And all the animals of Buttercup Farm celebrated because Percy Pig was going to the slaughterhouse and they never had to listen to that whiny little bastard again.
And the beautiful woman was cursed to sleep for 100 years. And that's your defence, is it, Mr Cosby?
She didn't do this. Don't boo her.
I'm Paddington Bear from Peru, said Paddington. And if you show me where the toilet is, I'll poo out this condom of cocaine.
It's the absolutely horrific follow-up to Netflix and Chill. Swallows and Amazons.
And was there a happy ending? Well, the prince did love massage parlours.
I will never tell you my name. You will have to guess my name, said Rumpelstiltskin, really holding up the queue at Starbucks.
From under the bridge came the voice of the troll. Wow, women can't be Ghostbusters, send!
Every day, Jack and Jill have to walk up a hill to fetch just one pail of water. But for just £5 a month...
Oh, it wasn't a giant peach after all, thought James, as he watched the big friendly giant put on his swimming trunks.
He pushed aside the clothes, and there, at the back of the wardrobe, found a magical land of nipple clamps and lube.
There's an Indian in the cupboard. I think he's hiding from UKIP.
Oh, well, come on, I've been in this cupboard for bloody ages.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a quiz show.
You've already used your 50-50 to narrow down the options to A, in, or B, out. Mr Cameron, are you sure you want to ask the audience?
Well, in that round on sexually transmitted diseases, you passed on 4.
We asked you for things that start with an E. You said, a great night out with the lads.
Welcome to Britain's only quiz about birds of prey. Fingers on buzzards, please.
Here at The Chase, we just want to reiterate that our chase is not called the Dark Destroyer for any ethnic reasons. Now, please, could you welcome our new chaser, Raj the Head Wobbler Patel.
So the final round on OAP quiz is sudden death. Boom!
Welcome to Eggheads. Well, we couldn't call it smug pricks, could we?
Welcome to Tipping Point, for people who are too thick to follow the chase.
Name, Keith Vaz. I mean, Jim. Occupation, MP. I mean, washing machine salesman.
I'm afraid we're going to have to take your first answer, so let's see if the capital of Azerbaijan is fuck if I know.
Is that your final answer? I'll marry someone else then.
Well, at the end of this week's episode of University Challenge, the scores are Durham 170, Exeter 145. But, of course, the real winner is Ivo's dad, Hugh at home, who got 2 questions right and is going to bang on about it for the rest of the bloody week.
Well, we've given the contestants their meth and sent them to Hampton Court. Welcome to the Crystal Maze.
My chosen specialised subject, your wife. Yeah, you heard me.
I've started, so I'll finish.
Well, that was the banker, and he says he thinks you're going to accept this deal because in his box is your wife.
Well, today it's Kelly Brook and Joey Essex versus Stevens Hawking and Fry. This is fucking pointless.
At the end of that round, the points go to Rubbish, Ed and Ivo.
The subject is family. Who wants to come out of that? Russell.
So, it wasn't easy growing up trying to be a little liberal kid in the most right-wing family in the whole of my town. My dad was the most right-wing person I knew, but always quick to point out, I'm not racist, but. That was the danger word. I'm not racist, but... Or the latest remix, which is even more innocuous and dangerous. All I want to do is have a sensible discussion about immigration. Yeah? Isn't it obvious? All right, no one with that face wants a sensible discussion about anything. I just want to have a sensible little chat in the back of that transit van over there, yeah? Me and my brothers, the rest of your family, Mr. Woolham whatever your bloody name is, mate, yeah? Get in the van, right? My dad even managed to be prejudiced about my first car decision. How do you even achieve that? By British or German. Do not bring Crapanese onto my driveway, boy. Not only that, but I chose a hybrid car. Part electric, part petrol, papa. Right? Another question mark hanging over my sexuality. It's the noise of it when it drove off. Thanks for Sunday lunch. Bye, Daddy. Thank you.
OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is jobs.
I used to work at a Christian rock festival selling toasties. The best day was when I sold this Jewish bloke some yellow ham. My dad was a dustman. I didn't like him coming to collect us from school, though. Not because I was ashamed he was a dustman, it's just you never knew which day he was going to come. The rest of my family were police marksmen. Apart from my grandfather, he was a bank robber. He died quite recently, surrounded by his family. My uncle, he's a police frogman. No, sorry, he's a French policeman. I used to work in a supermarket. It was my job to hand out samples of things for people to taste. But I was asked to leave after the little cups of bleach incident. After that, I worked in a pathology lab. But I was asked to leave after one of my reports said, cause of death, autopsy.
Unlikely excerpts from a nature documentary.
Do you see this little fella here?
I'm having to whisper because this woman's husband is in the room next door.
This beautiful hummingbird is no match for my squash racket.
And I'm having to whisper because this bear has got me in a headlock.
Penguin with his head trapped in a beer can. Tragic and yet somehow hilarious.
And I'm stood here in the jungle in my bathrobe because my luggage is still at Heathrow.
Welcome back to Pimp My Hippo.
And here we have 2 insects shagging away.
Out of the water climbs a majestic otter who turns... Oh, no, it's a dog.
And yes, the lion's after the impala, and the lion's got the impala. Tuck in, my son. Lion 1, impala 0.
I'm the ghost of Steve Irwin, and welcome to Animals Kill the Daftest Bastards.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's leave it at that. The points at the end of that round go to Russell, Fred and Andy. Our next round is called Newsreel. We play in a recent piece of footage featuring people in the news and ask you to suggest what might be being said. This week's clip features the Prince of Wales.
Good God, it's Margaret Beckett, isn't it? From the First Labour government. Do you know, I'm beginning to wonder how recent this footage actually is. Well, only a train in a box. That's odd. Mummy normally gives me a Twix and a lump of organic cheese. Still, never mind. Stick that on eBay.
So this will be your driver, Dave.
Hello, Dave. I love you. So you drive this, do you? Yes, I bet you've got a tale or two to tell.
Yeah, well, actually, it has been hairy a couple of times.
I bet it has. Yes. Do you know, I quite fancy doing your job.
Yes, and I quite fancy doing your job.
Well, that's not going to fucking happen, is it? Can I have a go?
No, I'm afraid it's against regulations.
Is it? Is it? Now, Dave, think very carefully. Yes, I think that's the right answer. Nobody wants to be force-fed organic biscuits. Anyway, let's have some fun. This is an impression. This is the British economy. It's going backwards. Yes, I'm here all week. Don't worry, I understand about trains. Now, tell me, Dave, can this go sideways?
Backwards and forwards. It's backwards and forwards. Why don't you just concentrate on driving the train? So just push the lever forward if you could.
It's a lever, is it? I thought it was an enormous licorice allsort. What do? Just push it forward, do I? Oh, yes, look, we're going. Well, this is a piece of piste. I'm stealing a living. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on, my arm's stuck. I think... Hang on, Dave, my arm's locked. David, my arm... Dave, my arm... I can't stop. My arm's locked. His arm's locked. My arm's locked. I can't... Oh, my God, where are the brakes? Where are the brakes? They're out of control. I can't stop it. Got you there, didn't I, Dave?
Well done, you got us.
Nits.
It's nits. It's super nits.
Yeah. I'll tell you why they've got too many nits. Is because they're all sharing the same hat to decide which house they're going to.
I feel bad about not knowing this, except it is from a children's book.
Oh, it's about 40 pages into book 1. Knock yourself out. I'm not going deep on Order of the Phoenix here.
Whereas something like Robot Wars is really adult, isn't it?
So you know, nits. What's the right way?
Apparently, they're quite resistant to you know, the shampoos that used to kill them in our day.
Back in the day.
Although I don't think even you had to worry. As a child.
I love lustrous hair.
Walking around like a housing estate for the nits. So
now you're walking around like a country estate.
Too many burns coming across me. I'm getting singed.
I think people need to adjust their thinking when it comes to nits and just don't think of them as something you need to kill. Think of them as like pets. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, if a kid comes home from school with the guinea pig, you don't go, kill it! Oh, it's resistant to this particular tennis racket. No. You go, oh, look, guinea pigs. So you think of the same thing with nits. You go, no, look, it's great. No, that's not an infestation. That's a flea circus.
Yeah, but the difference is the guinea pig is in a tank. It's not hiding up your arse. Like, the nits are a parasite. They're actually on your system. You can't go, we're having a little fun thing here.
And then it makes you scratch, makes you look thoughtful.
I was allowed pets
I would have loved it when I was little. The best I could do was I got a fly, right, dunked it in some water, ripped out one of my hairs, tied it to the fly. When it dried out, I had a fly on a lead. That was my pet.
And she went to a grammar school.
At the end of that round, the points go to Romashed and Ivo. We play a round called Mock Out with your Cock Out. This game involves Ellis and Gary, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is life stages. Who wants to come in on that? Ellis.
I've got a very young kid, and one of the things I noticed about fatherhood is that it's turning me into a dad, right? I've started doing this thing that when I'm excited, I've only ever seen, usually Welsh, usually very working-class dads do when they're excited, and I call it the clap and rub. OK, so if my mum, for instance, said, oh, I can't be bothered to cook tonight, why don't we have fish and chips? My dad, because he'll excite you, will go, fish and chips? Fish and chips? And I have started doing that now, but when I'm doing it, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why am I clapping and rubbing my hands? But it's an amazing thing, the clap and rub, because it's so versatile. You can use it to display excitement about anything. So you're like, oh, I'm going out for a drink with my friend Dennis. Oh, the inquiry found me not guilty. Another thing with having a baby is I think it brought on a midlife crisis. One of the first things I did when she was born was that I joined a boxing club, like a proper spit and sawdust South London boxing club. I don't want anyone to be frightened at home because I'm not hard bloke, because at my level, boxing is almost exclusively skipping. I am absolutely incredible at skipping now, but I don't know how this is going to help me in a one-on-one combat situation. I'm so be walking down to Mali way late at night, and a bloke will be like, "Oi, give me your phone and your wallet." I'll be like, "What, are you mugging me?" "Yeah, I'm mugging you." "Yeah, you mugging me?" "Yeah, I'm mugging you." "Yeah, yeah, yeah." "Well, try it."
OK, that leaves us with Gary. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is relationships.
The other day, a woman described me as a bit of a looker. Well, voyeur was the actual word that she used. I used to go out with a parachutist with IBS, but she shat on me from a great height. One time I nearly had a threesome with my girlfriend and my best friend, and the only thing that stopped it happening was they didn't invite me. My girlfriend said she wanted to try some new condoms with something special inside to boost her pleasure. I said, "Oh, what's that?" She said, "Other men." Our fourth child was called Ivy, and that's because we ran out of names and started using Roman numerals. My last girlfriend was always trying to put me down, which is just one of the hazards of going out with a vet. I tried reading a book on premature ejaculation, but I couldn't get past the opening passage. This Christmas, I'm taking the whole family to Lapland, which is great, because normally those clubs don't let kids in. I always worry when a woman sees me naked for the first time that she's just going to scream and run out the park. My girlfriend and I love watching box sets. We got 3 episodes into Orange is the New Black before finding out it wasn't about what would happen if Trump replaced Obama.
Thank you very much. Well done. Point in that round. Gonna go to lady. Come on. OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a science documentary.
The dinosaurs were wiped out by a giant asteroid. Silly them for all standing in the same place.
Does it burn anything other than Bunsen?
He named the star after himself, and now we find ourselves looking at Arthur Cockmonster III.
So, it glows in the dark and it has a half-life of 1,000 years. Frankly, I've never done a poo like it.
On today's show, we'll be talking about the Jurassic period, where only dinosaurs and Bruce Forsyth roam the Earth. He's old, isn't he?
For Sarah Palin, it's conclusive proof that man and dinosaur existed together. For everybody else, the Flintstones is just a cartoon.
Next, biology. Why is that gorilla so sexy?
Let the proton see the electron.
Scientists in Loughborough have found the formula to make the perfect cup of tea, which is quite controversial as the grant was for AIDS research.
You've been watching me, Richard Dawkins. Good night and God bless.
See, and the problem with cocaine is it's well Moorish.
Well, we could ask a proper scientist about this, or we could ask Dara O'Brien.
Hello, my name's Dara O'Brien. And to try and bring science to the masses, I'm going to appear in a programme with Stephen Hawking wearing a ridiculous hat.
Just enough with the, you know... I love that hat, by the way.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. And I've got a massive head and a massive brain. But all I get to do in this bit is just press a little button.
Mr. O'Brien, I award you a PhD. Phenomenal head, Dara.
I would just like to say that I think Dara O'Brien's a legend.
I work with Dara O'Brien. And today, my experiment is to turn this joke into a P45.
OK, well done, Jim at that. Points got a rubbish, you and Mose.
Here we go. The first subject is unlikely things for a sports commentator to say.
And Hamilton takes the checkered flag. Give back the checkered flag!
And you join us tonight for the boxing. I really hope a fight doesn't kick off like last time. Guys, can't we just talk about...
Welcome to Under-16s badminton, where the players are still laughing at the word shuttlecock.
Oh, and the club has connected beautifully there. But according to World Boxing Federation rules, that's an instant disqualification.
And Switzerland takes the gold and hangs on to it even after the Second World War is after.
He turns, he shoots, and that is a horrible end to the Grand National.
Say what you like about dressage, I couldn't give a shit.
And Slippery Bastard is in first with all arms and legs. Second, Belly Flop Boy coming on the inside. And yes, I have forgotten the swimmers' names and have resorted to funny nicknames.
And you join me here in Helsinki for the final of the curling. And you know what that means? My career is going shit.
And the referee checks his watch and realises it was given by the Brazilian FA. He's going to have to return it.
Oh, so will it be Oxford? Will it be Cambridge? Who will provide most of the new cabinet?
And there's a streaker on the pitch. 2 words, hubba, hubba.
And as they take the last bend, that is the end of the bend stealing championships.
And it's the relay, and he's made a grab for the baton. Oh, that's not the baton. But he's got a smile on his face anyway.
And Rosberg makes a mistake. He runs wide into turn 2. Why is he running? Get in the car, you twat!
Our next round is called Headliners. Here's a picture of America's former power couple, Bill and Hillary Clinton. But what does CADC stand for?
Is it cheerleaders' arse distracts Clintons?
I think they're saying goodbye to Barack Obama. Cheerio and don't call.
Clinton's assassination dreams continue.
Clinton announces deepening chlamydia.
How about Clintons accept defeat childishly?
How would you do it? Would you just go, oh, you're the winner, you're the winner. I'm Barack Obama.
Is it Carl?
Is it chimpanzee amazes drugged couple? He's just like that. Oh, and they're like.
That would amaze me. I'm sorry, no drugs involved, but that would amaze. If a chimp went, you go. That is one hot chimp.
Come on, that would amaze you if you can train them to move a piano.
Or make tea.
To be honest, how much money would you love to go to London Zoo just to see one day a pole dancer training a monkey how to dance? Let's do it. We've got clout.
When he's in the highest office, when you're premier.
To be honest, that is number 1 on the list.
Is it Clinton's address Democratic Convention?
It is, of course. Well done, Hugh. There you go. This game involves Matt and James, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched a wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. The first subject is interviews. Who wants to come in that?
OK.
Matt.
Go for that. It's fascinating watching different politicians and how they deal with interviews. Ed Miliband, when he gets asked a question he doesn't like, will just have this amazing technique where he'll just ask himself a new question and answer that instead. And it really works. He got asked before the election by Nick Robinson. Mr Miliband, you've said you'll set a new mansion tax. If you become Prime Minister, but you won't yet tell us at what rate you would set it. And Miliband just went, look, Nick, if you're asking me, have I got a plan for the housing market, then the answer's yes. It's amazing. Farage is one of the best ones at it, because no matter what you ask him, he'll get a political answer in some way. You could say, Nigel, what you had for breakfast, mate? And he'd go, tea, toast and the Telegraph, Great British Breakfast. He always manages to get his messages across. Boris Johnson is fascinating because he just loves avoiding questions, and he uses a twin-track approach of flattery and Latin. And this genuinely works. If he was here now, you could say, Boris, come on, just admit it. You want to be Prime Minister. And he'd go, oh, no, let me just say, great to be here amongst such great learned people on this crucible of culture. Reminds me very much of a phrase my father used to use, divitas, divitum, rectum.
Well done, Matt. Very good. OK, so James is left. Let's see what he's been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is Britain.
I wish I was Mexican. Love everything about... I love Mexican food. My favourite place to eat is a Mexican restaurant called Oaxaca. All you need to know about Oaxaca, everyone steals their spoons. So much so that every January, Oaxaca have a spoon amnesty on. You bring back one of the stolen spoons, and then they reward you with 3 tacos. Genius. Not only do they get their spoons back, they also get to watch while the thieves eat tacos, which I imagine have been interfered with beyond belief. Love Mexican food, love Mexican music. Mariachi music, best music in the world. Top 3 mariachi songs. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3, nothing, because there are no other mariachi songs. Ever been to a mariachi nightclub? It's full of people just going up to the DJ like, hey man, have you got yeah, I'll play it next. How about open your ears, I'm playing it right now. To request that song during the next one. Growing up in school, I was the only kid in my whole school who liked mariachi music. It was a nightmare. I couldn't walk down the corridor without some knob knocking my sombrero off my head, stepping on the back of my poncho on the way in a maths class. Once, a kid wrote Chimichanga Bumboy across my forehead while I was having my post-lunch siesta. He also drew a moustache on my face, but to be fair, that played into my hands.
Bravo, very good. It's close, but for sticking to the topic, James Acaster gets the points. Well done to both of you. Come on back. We start with a round called Headliners. Here's a picture of Labour's 2 Eds, Miliband and Balls. But what does MFIB stand for?
Is it Miliband fondles invisible buttocks?
Is Miliband so dull that the headline is, in fact, massive flag in background?
Is it Martian freak invades Britain?
Is he apologising to Young Labour for their poll ratings, saying, my fault, innit, bruv?
Is it just simply MFI bollocks?
Why would they use that picture to randomly take on MFI?
2 wooden characters.
Well, if we're just going to go with ones that have nothing to do with the picture, why can't we just say, my fanny is burning? It's the sentence that goes with MFIB.
By the look of the flag, he's trying to knock some sense into a BNP rally. Is he saying, Mo Farah is black?
Hang on, Mo Farah is British. I could understand him trying to convince him of that, but surely he doesn't have to convince even the BNP that Mo Farah is black.
They are in serious denial. I mean, this summer has been very difficult for them.
White man went very well in the 5,000 metres. What are you talking about?
Well, is it just quite simple? Is it man focuses in background?
Is he trying to appeal to, is he trying to show himself to be a bit more down to earth? And he's going, Mallorca, Faliraki, Ibiza, brilliant.
Move to a correct answer, please.
Mowgli's friend is Baloo.
Is it Martin Freeman is Bilbo?
No, it's not. I'll give the ends answer Miliband. So Miliband something battle.
Miliband fears irritating battle.
No.
Bowel.
No.
Irritable
No,
bowel.
not bowel.
I think it's Miliband fights image battle.
Very good. Thank you very much, Eugene. Here's a picture of everyone's favourite radical cleric, Abu Hamza, back in his heyday. But what does HFAT stand for?
Is it high-fiving always trouble?
Is it Hamza fantasises about thumbs?
Is it look on the bright side? His feet are terrific.
Is it Harvest Festival attracts troublemaker?
No, it's holy for Teletubby.
Is he reading an eye chart and going HFAT?
Is it Harlow finally appoint town crier?
Is it what the British authorities said to him when they said goodbye? Is it, have fun, Abu, ta-ra?
Is it what happens when he tries to do head, shoulders, knees and toes? Head...
Fuck, twat!
I need it.
Okay, it's the start of his sermon, isn't it? Hello, Finsbury and Tottenham!
Correct answer, please.
His fingers aren't there.
The H stands for Hamza.
I think it's Hamza faces American trial, probably.
Yes, absolutely. Well done. Thank you very much, Eugene. Very good. Here's a picture of Education Secretary Michael Gove. But what does GAEC stand for?
Is it Goverten's Elf College?
Genetic abnormality explains chin.
Amazing.
Is it something cock?
Is it Michael Gove saying, gosh, actual ethnic children?
Is it in fact what the kids have done to him? Glued arse to edge of chair.
Is it Gove Adonis, exuding charisma?
Is it adult literacy rates poor?
Gollum advises Earth children.
Is it Grindr adventure ends catastrophically?
Is it...
OK, let's just give the correct answer, because frankly, nothing's going to top that.
Gove announced as emergency contraceptive.
Let's have the correct answer, please.
It's going to be something about Gove announces exam change.
Very good. Thank you very much. Here's a picture of American presidential candidate Barack Obama meeting Gordon Brown this week. But what does BOTE stand for?
Is it Brown overdoes the ecstasy?
Is it Brown orders tango enema?
I think
you know when you've had a tango enema.
I think it is probably Britain's oddest twins exposed.
Is it Brown impersonates cricket umpires?
Yeah.
Not taking the game seriously. Take the game seriously,
It's very difficult to get all the letters right.
You're not getting the rules of this at all, are you?
It's very hard to get the letters according to the words.
That's why it's a quiz!
Is Gordon Brown watching Bill Oddie's tit extravaganza?
To be honest, that is a TV show that needs to be made.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Is it Brown's old Todger explodes?
If it is, it's a shame that they didn't get that in the picture. Yeah.
Right, Mike.
I've got one that fits, I think.
Do the letters match the words you're going to say?
Is it? I thought today we could have actually had Carol Vorderman reveal the letters. She needs the work. Is it Brown orders tree explosion?
Tree explosion?
I think there's very little we can do to help you.
Is it Barack Obama tours Europe?
Yes, it is.
Very
good. Here's a picture of Prime Minister Gordon Brown this week. But what does BGID stand for?
Is it bargains galore in Debenhams?
Is it beg grovel, I'm the daddy?
Is it? Blair gone, I'm disaster.
Is it Bran gets Iranians dancing?
Is it Brown goes into Dundee?
Things have gotten tough, haven't they?
Blair guaranteed infamous death.
Shot from a moving military helicopter.
Daniel's right, it's bored Gordon initiates drive-by.
So is it bitches get indoors?
Yeah.
It's actually the only time I've ever seen him with a genuine smile sat beside... Normally when he smiles, he looks like he's trying to shit a sea urchin.
It does look strange, I'll give you that.
Bring Galloway in, darling.
Is it Brown gives Iran deadline? Is it
you go sensible now, suddenly. What's going on?
I've never answered correctly in this ever.
And now it makes you look like a points whore for some reason. You've suddenly decided to change. You've actually really thrown me there by going for the correct...
Yeah.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Frankie, you're absolutely correct. Our first round is called Headliners. I showed the teams a recent photo along with the initial letters of a newspaper headline. You know the rules by now. Here's a picture from this week's Conservative Party conference in Bournemouth. And what does TCSP stand for?
Is it taxi? Chorus stupid people.
Is it try creating some policies?
Is it a bit of a long shot? Is it Tom Cruise suckles pig? You can't see what they're looking at, but there must be something interesting.
I know I'd raise a hand to that. In the hotel, he'd lift his hand up from the nipple of the pig and high-five me.
I think it's pretty much definitely that.
Yes, it is.
Talking of things that you'd celebrate, is it Thatcher's coffin scene passing?
Is it Tony Blair, Cameron, same person?
Tricycling, says Ponce.
The C stands for cuts.
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 Tax cuts. Tax cuts.
Suspect package, is that it?
No, not tax. Two news stories slammed together. Tax cut, suspect package. I was writing about tax cuts, but then I saw this bag. I don't know who owns it. This is more important than any tax cut. I'm going to write about this story,
Is it tax cuts split party?
That's exactly what it is. Very good. The answer I was looking for was tax cuts split party. It refers to the row at this week's Conservative Party conference after David Cameron and his shadow Chancellor George Osborne refused to give in to demands from party members for tax cuts. Here's a picture of His Holiness Pope Benedict XVI. So what does PSOM stand for? Yes,
shouldn't it be PTROCDISAM?
Which would stand for?
Pope takes role of Cameron Diaz in Something About Mary.
Is it Pope surely overdoes moose?
Please switch off magnets. Or Portsmouth sign old midfielder.
The P obviously does stand for Pope. I'll give you that.
Thanks very much for that.
Thank you. Don't worry there.
Is he on a hen night? It just looks like he's wearing, you know, those angels' wings that are awfully popular on a...
It's his last night as a free man. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe in an attempt to reach out, he's claimed that Pope sort of Muslim. You know, I'm quite keen on keeping the women down. You know?
The answer I was looking for was Pope's speech offends Muslims. This refers to reaction to the Pope's recent speech in Germany, which he quoted a medieval ruler. He apologised for his remarks, but Muslim anger refused to die down. Our first round is called Headliners. Here's a picture of clean-up operations after the bird flu outbreak at Bernard Matthews Farm in Suffolk. But what does BTAD stand for?
Is it bugger, there's a dead one?
Is it Bioterrorists Annual Disco?
Is it BBC Terminate Anton Deck?
Is it best to avoid drumsticks?
It The T, I'll give you a clue, stands for turkey.
British turkeys are doomed.
Probably. Well, turkeys are destroyed, I would reckon. But what the B? Bilious, billions, British.
British. Very good.
British
Well done,
turkeys.
Hugh. By a process of going through every word beginning with B, Hugh has correctly identified the answer. Let us applaud him. Here's a picture of Prime Minister Gordon Brown with his immediate predecessor, Tony Blair. But what does BMCB stand for?
Is it Brown's mental complete breakdown?
or is it just Britain's Mr. Charisma bypass?
Is it Blair makes chimp body pop?
Is it Brown's man boobs captivate Blair?
Is it blundering morons crucifixion begins?
And is it just bollocks, my career's buggered?
Sometimes that's all satire needs to be.
Did you look like uncles dancing at a wedding? I would go with British men can't boogie.
Yes.
or is it...
I've still got it. I've still got it. You show them. You show them.
It could be Blair might come back.
Oh!
Very serious.
There's an interesting reaction. That came from a dark place, didn't it?
Somebody over there was sharpening a scythe.
OK, I'm going to steer you towards the correct answer.
I think it's Blair. Blair's memo criticises Brown.
I'll accept that as an answer. Well done.
You'll accept it. Is it the right answer or not?
Here's a picture of some cattle enjoying the British countryside in happier times. But what does FAMB stand for?
Is it Farmers Assemble Massive Barbecues?
Farmers are miserable bastards.
Is it fantastic? 1,000,000 burgers.
It's actually to do with their earrings. It's actually Frisians admire Mildred's bling.
Farm animals must burn.
That's probably as close as you're going to come. At the point of seeing too literally minded with somebody like telling me the answer actually isn't. And here's a clue. FAM probably stands for foot and mouth.
Foot and mouth back.
Absolutely right. Well done, Hugh. Congratulations.
There we go. Very good.
The answer I was looking for was foot and mouth back. The disease was diagnosed in cattle at farms in Surrey and is the first outbreak since the epidemic of 2001 that cost the country an estimated £8 billion. Here's a picture of North Korea's eccentric leader Kim Jong-il out and about. There he is. So what does KTSW stand for?
Is it Kim's trouser suit? Wow.
Kim Jong-il, the sexy warlord.
Is it Korean Teletubbies starts Wednesday?
But after we let off the bombs, Kim's testicles stopped working.
Does Kim Jong-il just have one big arm that he's winding round his body?
Karaoke tyrant sings Westlife.
Korea's topsoil warm.
I was thinking Kremlin tailor supplies wardrobe.
Is it Korea Test Shocks World?
That's exactly right. Well done, Andy. Here's a picture of the Labour leadership contenders, but what does LBIT stand for?
Lady? Is it lady between identical twits?
Is it my dyslexic friend's favourite sandwich?
Fish fingers?
Is it about Diane Abbott's dress? Is it leopard butchered into toga?
Is it lads, boys, introducing Token? Politics there. Politics there.
On a similar note, liking Blair is treason.
On a funnier note,
You've got to back it up now.
Is it, look, Barack initiated this. The people have spoken.
Are they going for the youth vote? Is it Labour blinging in it ting?
Is it an advert? Is it L'Oreal because I'm turgid?
Is it to do with the white streak in David Miliband's hair? Is it, look, it's a badger, I'm telling you?
Anyone know what the correct answer is?
I'm looking at, well, it's on the left there they've got red ties and on the right they've got blue. I'm thinking Labour becoming increasingly Tory.
I've got this leadership battle is tightening.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you that if you want to say, yeah, that's close enough. Well done, Mick Flanagan. That's close enough. The answer I was leadership battle increasingly tight. Here's a picture of Defence Secretary Liam Fox and the Prime Minister on a recent trip. But what does FSRC stand for?
Is it, in fact, the 4 words that describe the pair of them? Feckless, spineless, reckless, clueless.
No, it's not.
Is this Liam Fox's way of making Cameron forget the whole thing? Is it Fox slips Rohypnol into coffee?
Is it Fiver says the recession continues?
Is it outside the window, frankly, Stevenage requires camouflage?
Is it Fergal Sharkey and Richard Clayderman? I haven't got my glasses on, to be honest.
Is it a professional qualification? Are they both fellows of the Society of Right Cocks?
So we're just going for abuse now, are we?
Is it Frank Spencer and Roy Castle?
Not recognising them. Somebody tell them who they actually are, and we can save a lot of time.
OK, is it Frank Sinatra and Ray Charles?
It's none of these. If I can give you a clue, it's not just 2 names of any random people that begin FS and RC.
Quite simply, is it Fox's sake resign? Come on.
Is it Frank Sidebottom and Rita Cooley?
It's not! 2 people.
Facebook status, relationships complicated.
OK. Please, I'll give you a clue. F stands for Fox.
Fox scandal rocks Conservatives.
Thank you very much, Hugh. Very good. Let's have a look at the first topic. First topic is health.
I had to have my penis looked at. By a doctor. I didn't just wake up one morning and go, oh, more people should be looking at this, quite frankly. I used to spend an hour a day at my bedroom window with it pressed up against the glass. It was a scary experience having to go to the doctors. I thought I should build up the courage to get down there and have it looked at. Well, I went in there, my courage flew out the window like a little bird. Because as soon as I went in there, I found out that the doctor who I had an appointment with was a lady doctor. Now, I obviously don't have a problem with ladies being doctors. In fact, give them the vote, that's what I say. But there is a worry if there's a lady poking round down there. In that context, what if your nethers decide, ooh, think it's time to go to work? Luckily, then, I remembered I'm not an Alsatian whose lipstick pops out at the slightest whiff of an undercarriage. I needn't have worried because she was a good doctor, she was a great doctor. She put me at ease straight away using one word. This is what she said. She said, OK, Mr Gamble, just go behind that curtain there and pop it out for me. There's the word pop. Now, pop is a lovely word. As soon as I heard that word, I knew everything was going to be fine because she was not expecting anything big in that area at all. Because the word pop is reserved for very small things. No one has ever said, come in, help me, pop the elephant in the van, have they? So I was relaxed. Better than me going in there and her saying, OK, just heave yourself out your trousers for me. Just haul yourself out the front of your trews. Just swing yourself over in my direction. Maybe I can bring out this Shire horse and he can drag your junk over towards my workstation. Or open this corner cupboard and bring out a team of pantomime dwarves who can shoulder your meat and waddle it over towards me like pallbearers at a weird circus cock funeral. Thank you.
Well done. OK, that leaves us with Rob. Let's see what we've been left with for a topic. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is growing up.
Yeah, I've had a big year. I've been growing up, got married. And I live with her as well. We're doing I like it, it's exciting. She's pretty happy about the marriage, though. She's got a passport now, so... But it's weird, though, like, when you're getting, like, you grow up and you get, like, your friends all getting couples and stuff like that, they always go, like, why don't we do Come Dine With Me? No. If we're going to do a television programme, let's do Total Wipeout. It's much more fun, isn't it? I don't want to just cook more. And it's weird, though, because my mum did different things when she was growing up. She used to do Tupperware parties, and these don't exist. This is where groups of grown women used to buy and sell lumps of plastic. Like, what kind of night-in's that? And, like, the only thing that ever got bought at a Tupperware party was a big bowl, going to be used for salads in the summer, just turned into the house sick bowl. Everyone's got one of these horrible bowls in their house. It's a bowl you keep in your house that every member of your family's been sick in at least once. What kind of life's that for the bowl? He's at the Tupperware party, I'm a big bowl, going to see some salads in my time. No, mate, sick forever. The thing is, as well, like, I used to come home from the pub, not even going to be sick, just a bit pissed, and Mum goes, get in the sick bowl, you need the sick bowl. I don't need the sick bowl, Mum. But I get the bowl, I look in it, get flashbacks, I'm sick everywhere. There's been 3 generations of sick in that bowl. It's the closest thing we've got to an heirloom.
Points for both Rob and Ed. Come on back. OK, here we go. The first subject is...
Me.
Unlikely lines from a cosmetics commercial.
Do you want tighter, smoother skin? Why not try getting fat?
For a rich, all-over tan, get into a bath David Dickinson's just got out of.
Do you suffer from low self-esteem, feel like a failure, think you can't go on? Then take 200 Nurofen. That should do the trick.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she got it off that guy in Ibiza.
Now, Daphne here is wearing a lot of concealer. Daphne?
What's my secret? I murdered my first husband.
Want thicker, fuller lips? Then try telling a nightclub bouncer he's a twat to his face.
Clinique. Because clinic reminds you of chlamydia and stuff.
This eyeliner really works. And it tastes good, too. That's why we call it chicken tikka mascara.
I'm Dean Gaffney, and I'm worth it.
We don't test any of our products on animals. We use Filipino children.
Is your man hairy all over? Then why not try head, shoulders, knees and toes?
New anti-wrinkle cream for men. My scrotum has never felt so small.
For the most relaxing bubble bath imaginable. Why not have a little cheeky wank when you're in there?
Do you dream of longer, fuller lashes? Then you should try re-evaluating your priorities.
Sweaty from the tube, frizzy hair from the rain, black snot. She's got the London look.
3 steps to a better skin. No crisps, no chips, no burgers.
You may not have seen one. It was a story in Ireland in the Evening Herald in Dublin last week. And it's quite a moving story. It's about Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
It was, yeah. And the story basically was being a big head may be good for you. Scientists found that large-headed individuals with Alzheimer's have better memory and thinking skills than sufferers with small heads. All of which is quite interesting. You see, the next paragraph I found difficult to take. People with larger than average heads, like comedian appear to be better protected if they develop Alzheimer's disease, as studies suggest. Now, that would be all right if it wasn't for that. Like, the article actually came with a giant photograph of me next to the article, under the word big head, have protected against Alzheimer's. Written underneath that was extra large : report is good news for Dara O'Brien. No, it's not. It's not good news, because I suddenly realised I've got a big head, apparently.
What do you mean you've suddenly realised?
What do you mean you suddenly realised? Dara, protect us from the Alzheimer's.
Back in Canada, I did some modelling. It was for medical, it was for penile dysfunction. It was a before and after picture.
This is true. I didn't model. I don't model for big head things. I don't regard myself as having a large head. I don't have difficulty buying hats. I don't have difficulty getting into jumpers. My head has caused me no...
When did those 3 guys get here?
To be fair, a big head doesn't normally cause the owner a problem. It causes the owner's mother a problem. How do you feel?
Have you ever seen Dara?
It's smaller than my hips, for God's sake.
Your head is smaller than your hips. What kind of shape are you? You're a peanut.
Shakira. Of course my head is smaller than my hips.
Dara, but it's...
Is your head not smaller than your hips?
No! Dara, look at me.
Oh, you're weird.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm going to take you to a hall of mirrors and show you how you should look. It's going to be
the kid from Mars.
See, look at that. It's fine.
Your head is absolutely enormous. In fact, on a normal-sized head, that would be a full head of hair.
The good thing is...
Are you not staying in my house tonight?
When Dara opens an umbrella, it's like one of them little cocktail ones.
To put in context how big it is, Dara, it has its own gravitational field. It's pulled in an entire planet behind it. This desk was straight when we started.
I was expecting sympathy. That's why I introduced it.
What I did was I said something about... I revealed a weakness in front of 6 comedians, and I thought, there's a group that'll help me through this.
I think of you all as friends. I don't think of you as comedians. Unlikely things to hear in a news programme.
A tornado has struck the east coast of America, carrying everything with it. Let's go over to our Washington correspondent in Hawaii.
Welcome to Sky News. At the moment, the sky is blue.
After years of searching, the police say that they are now close to finding who let the dogs out. They have new leads.
Right, now let's go over to the news in the shitty place you live.
Scientists have injected a human embryo with Marmite. The woman gave birth to twiglets.
Continuing our major story about news organisations hacking people, let's read a few of your emails.
More on that volcanic eruption in Iceland. 2 of the R's have closed, 1 of the tills is out of order.
This is the world's most literal reporter saying, back to the studio.
And now over to Sue with the weather. I've had her.
Our top story tonight. Anger grows amongst autocue operators following a massive pay cut. Bum tits Willy fart. I made him say that.
It's hot and sunny outside, so why not head down the beach? You might see some tits.
And now for the weather report. Let's hope it's a hot one. Oh, no, it's Rob McElwee.
And finally...
I'm in The Hague, which must be very uncomfortable for him.
A quick look at the weather now.
Here we go. Let's spin the wheel. First topic is parenting. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
Getting quick. You may have seen that there was a woman gave birth recently who was 72 years old. That's not right, is it? You don't want to be a kid struggling to walk to find out your mum's in exactly the same state. But in this country, it's been more, isn't it? The young people who've been giving birth. Alfie Patton, supposedly a dad at 13 years old. And then they were saying, oh, no, he's not the dad, some people. I don't know what's going to happen to Alfie now. Maybe he's going to have to join Fathers for Justice. Hey, he's probably got a superhero costume, hasn't he?
Thank you very much, Andy. OK, let's spin the wheel again. OK, the topic is human behaviour.
Some things you can't help doing. Do you find this? Like, if you get a cold can of Diet Coke, it's not enough for you to go, that is freezing. You have to find somebody you love and put it on their face. You can't... You don't do that with any other food. This soup's boiling in your eyes! But for some reason, you become a fizzy torture. All right, Mum, Fanta to the knee! We're all fairly peculiar. Sometimes you think weird thoughts. I was in Tesco the other day. I was offered a bag for life, and I found myself going, I can't commit to that. You know? I don't know what bags are going to be like in the future. I feel like a tool if I got a plastic one in 2024. People go, I've got a new bag, it packs itself and speaks Spanish. Piece of shit. What can you do? I can suffocate a child. That's all you're good for. He can speak Spanish, I can hurt your hands on long journeys.
Well done, Ross up. Now we play a round called Trump Around, Trump Around, Trump Up, and Get Down. This game involves John and James. If you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched a wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is home life. Who wants to come in on that?
So, my girlfriend went away for 4 weeks to Australia, and in the run-up to her going away, she was very concerned about how we'd cope. I sort of less worried about that. I'll be honest with you, what I was mainly thinking in the run-up to my girlfriend going to Australia for 4 weeks was... Ray! Lads, lads, lads! Down the pub! That's a pint glass, by the way. Turns out they've moved on. Their girlfriends aren't away, their kids exist. And my flat is now just turned into a blank, grief-walled cell of despair because I see it without my girlfriend in it for the first time. And so my mind just begins to fill with all the everyday things that lose their magic without her, because that's what I think love is. It's a domestic thing. The other day, she was emptying the bin, and I knew it was going to split because she doesn't buy heavy-duty bin bags because she doesn't listen to me. She's lifted out the bin, and I can see the main sort of bulk of the refuse is staying there. Meanwhile, the bag itself is just stretching, getting clearer and clearer till it's little more than a shadow. And I think, well, that bag is going to split, but I can't tell her because I've learned. I hear this shrill cry. It's a sound that I've not heard my girlfriend make before, because I'm not much in the bedroom. And I thought, well, that bin bag split, hasn't it? Time to go and lighten the atmos with a few choice quips about why we use heavy-duty bin bags.
John Robbins. OK, that leaves us with James. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is cinema. There you go.
Speaking of the cinema, Sarah Pascoe's an idiot. Love going to the cinema. My favourite film I ever saw at the cinema was the Eddie Redmayne classic, The Theory of Everything. I loved it. It should have been called Look Who's Hawking. That's my only criticism. Nobody's perfect. Worst part of going to the cinema is other people. Easily. I'm sitting there. King of the Jerks is behind me. This really angry man. Had a go at me at one point because I was snacking. Get over yourself, Grandad. I'll do what I like. In his defence, I was eating a big bag of fortune cookies. Cracking them open, reading them out loud. It was disruptive. It was disruptive. End of this film, man behind me goes, that's 2 hours of my life I'm not getting back. I thought, got some bad news for this guy. Every hour of your life. Now you're never getting back. They're gone forever. Time is not refundable. Death is the end. And I know that because 5 minutes earlier, I'd read it in a fortune cookie.
Thank you very much, James A. Carter. The fourth goes John Robbins. How did Farage upstage the new leader? What did he do?
Oh, did he go swimming naked?
He did go, yes.
Well, pants on, skinny dipping, they've called it.
It's a very odd celebration, though, isn't it? To celebrate leaving Europe by stripping off and swimming towards it.
Yeah.
I think... Serious suggestion here.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, by the way. I realise I haven't said hello to you today.
Hello, James. Good to see you.
Hello, good to see you all. My main point...
I would like to compliment you on managing to find a jumper. This is the exact same colour as your hair.
Thank you.
It's very good.
And my shirt.
And your shirt.
I'm working on my skin. I'm hoping this soon I can just be completely in mustard and then hide in Coleman's.
To seem, you know, churlish, but can we return to the topic at hand?
Absolutely.
Can you remember what the topic was?
It is illegal to be naked in public.
Oh,
so he
is
did.
it?
Yeah, I mean, you can't take all your clothes off. Yeah, and so.
Yeah, of course it is.
I think people are really.
Why did I for a second doubt that? I apologise.
You're like, is it?
That's an interesting window on my views. What's wrong with you people? Just be relaxed. God's sake.
Behind desks.
They're just bodies.
He really hasn't retired, has he? So he's been to America, hasn't he? And he's worked with Donald Trump, hasn't he?
He has. He's appeared with
Donald Trump. And in America, he's known as Mr. Brexit.
Which sounds like a sort of 1970s men's clothes shop to me. Where do you get your shirt? Mr. Brexit.
And in Malaysia, Mr. Brexit means vagina. Did you know that?
What new challenge is Theresa May facing?
Oh, there's a group. A group has been set up.
Yes.
I believe they're called Leave Means Leave.
Yes, they are.
And they're saying, we want Brexit now, hard Brexit.
This whole thing feels like a really horrible game of would you rather, but they're both things you don't want. Like, would you rather have massive hands but they're not attached to your body, or tiny hands but they're strangling you? Wait, one of them means you're racist. It's too hard.
It must be so hard for it. It must be so stressful, so confusing. Because I tried to switch from BT Sports to Sky Sports, and I ended up crying and just having both.
I think I might have an idea in terms of solving, basically, because half of the country want to leave and half of the country or slightly more want to stay. Why don't we do a Robbie, like, where we leave, but we come back for big concerts?
Yes.
So, like, everyone's OK about it, the fans are happy when he does turn up, what a great surprise. But actually, most of the time, he's not in the band.
So, sort of unexpectedly, yes. So they have, like, the European things where there's 27 of them around and they're all just swaying gently, and then it's like,
I would rather have big hands, but they're not attached to my body.
That's that, ladies and gentlemen. Good. The next topic is unlikely things to hear over at Tannoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Waitrose, you smug, rich pricks.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Would somebody please go to the power tools aisle and get me a drill?
If you see an unattended bag, please don't report it. Remember, you're in world of luggage.
Good evening, ladies. Topshop will be closing in 5 minutes. Please make your way to the till unless you're over 30, in which case piss off to M&S, you ancient old hag.
This is an announcement for the front desk of the swimming baths. Could doctor, someone's done a shit in the pool? Please come to reception.
Would the couple having sex in aisle 2 please stop? Spillage in aisle 2.
The 1625 has unfortunately been cancelled and has been replaced by a replacement bus service. EasyJet would like to apologise for all passengers who are going to Greece.
I only work in the post office for the crumpet. Watch this. Widow number 2, please.
In tonight's performance of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the part of the child catcher will be played by a 1970s TV presenter.
Welcome to Sexist Airways. I'm just going to pop on the seatbelt sign for a moment because we're swapping to a lady pilot.
We are now coming into land in Russia, where the local time is 1956.
Welcome aboard the one-way saga service special to Switzerland.
Just trying to have a laugh.
Attention to the submarine crew of HMS Nando's. Be careful not to burn your eyes on the periscope.
Lost children can be found at the Lost Children tent. If they're not claimed by the end of the day, they will be destroyed.
Welcome to Megabus. Things haven't worked out quite as well as you were hoping, have they?
Welcome to the sexist supermarket. Check out number 3.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Josh Hewitt-Milton.
Our first round is called Headliners. Here's a picture of America's former and possibly future first couple, Bill and Hillary Clinton. But what does BCAH stand for?
Just a very wild guess. Is it Bill Clinton and Hillary?
That'd be terrible. Imagine if we got it first time.
Bill clocks available hookers.
Bill's cigars always humid.
I've got a slightly different one.
I prefer clammy.
Is it? Bill controls Android Hillary. Look at him, he's like...
It looks like he's pointing her out to a sniper. Is that what it is? Bill considers assassinating Hillary?
I'll give if we could possibly steer it.
I know the answer, I reckon.
You're going to go for...
Bill campaigns alongside Hillary.
Ooh. That's exactly right. Well done, Russell. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics and then we'll see what our panelists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear during an election campaign.
I know we didn't follow through on all that bollocks we said before, but this time we really mean it.
We in the Green Party think we've had a cracking election. Nobody's voted for us, but they've put all the election literature from us in the correct recycling bin.
We will get rid of obesity by making the doors to chip shops really narrow.
I visited a factory today, and the man let me ride on the forklift. It was good.
We are not a racist party, though we are throwing a racist party tonight for Nigel's birthday.
Farage, this is my bunk bed. You keep on the top bunk.
For goodness sake, Boris, when we said press the flesh with the electorate, we meant shake hands.
I'm probably going to vote Lib Dem.
I think the best way for me to explain why you should vote Conservative is with this rap.
Nick Clegg has demanded a recount. Here we go. 1. Happy now?
The public have spoken, and they said that I'm a knob.
We will shorten the waiting list for eye operations by building hospitals on the far side of busy roads.
We plan to replace the glass ceiling for women with something much easier to clean.
They put UKIP all in a line.
I can show you what UKIP all in the line. UKIP. If you put up a banner, like, for example, after you've just been lost a by-election, it doesn't read as UKIP. It very clearly reads as Pookie. I'm voting Pookie. What does pookie mean in Malaysian?
It's a word for a female set of genitalia.
It's vagina! Pookie is one of the many Malay words for vagina. You know what the other Malay word for vagina is?
Is it vagina?
No, no.
Is it BNP?
Yeah, it's not.
It's Farage, isn't it?
Farage, spelled F-A-R-A-J. Farage also means vagina. The Malays have so many wonderful words for vagina, and all of them are nicer than the word vagina.
Maybe that's why he wants independence from all other countries, because Farage means fanny in all those countries. So I'm sick of it.
It doesn't affect your political career. There is genuinely a member of the House of Lords called Lady Garden.
How did Farage upstage the new leader? What did he do?
Oh, did he go swimming naked?
He did go, yes.
Or pants on, skinny dipping, they've called it.
It's a very odd celebration, though, isn't it? To celebrate leaving Europe by stripping off and swimming towards it.
Yeah.
I think... Serious suggestion here.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, by the way. I realise I haven't said hello to you today.
Hello, James. Good to see you.
Hello, good to see you all. My main point...
I would like to compliment you on managing to find a jumper. This is the exact same colour as your hair.
Thank you.
It's very good.
And my shirt.
And your shirt.
I'm working on my skin. I'm hoping this soon I can just be completely in mustard and then hide in Coleman's.
To seem, you know, churlish, but can we return to the topic at hand?
Absolutely.
Can you remember what the topic was?
It is illegal to be naked in public.
Oh,
so he
is
did.
it?
Yeah, I mean, you can't take all your clothes off. Yeah, and so.
It is, yeah. Of course it is.
I think people are really.
Why did I for a second doubt that? I apologise.
Like, is it?
That's an interesting window on my views. What's wrong with you people? Just be relaxed.
That's why we're all sitting behind desks.
They're just bodies.
But he really hasn't retired, has he? So he's been to America, hasn't he? And he's worked with Donald Trump, hasn't he?
He has. He's appeared with
Donald Trump. And in America, he's known as Mr. Brexit.
Well,
which
Trump
sounds like a sort of 1970s men's clothes shop to me. Where do you get your shirt? Mr. Brexit.
In Malaysia, Mr. Brexit means vagina. Did you know that?
What new challenge is Theresa May facing?
Oh, there's a group. A group has been set up.
Yes.
I believe they're called Leave Means Leave.
Yes, they are.
And they're saying, we want Brexit now, hard Brexit.
This whole thing feels like a really horrible game of would you rather, but they're both things you don't want. Like, would you rather have massive hands but they're not attached to your body, or tiny hands but they're strangling you? Wait, one of them means you're racist.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
It must be so hard for it. It must be so stressful, so confusing. Because I tried to switch from BT Sports to Sky Sports, and I ended up crying and just having both.
I think I might have an idea in terms of solving, basically, because half of the country want to leave and half of the country or slightly more want to stay. Why don't we do a Robbie, like, where we leave, but we come back for big concerts?
Yes.
So, like, everyone's OK about it, the fans are happy when he does turn up, what a great surprise. But actually, most of the time, he's not in the band.
So, sort of unexpectedly. Yes. So they have, like, the European things where there's 27 of them around and they're all just swaying gently. Yeah. And then it's like,
I would rather have big hands, but they're not attached to my body.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Good.
We don't need it, do we? Like, it's this constant thing of, like, making things that nobody is being on the phone to someone and go, do you know what would make this so much easier to understand what you're on about? If I could smell you. I've actually just started pretending I'm Costa Rican. I will switch to whatever I need to, you know. In the cricket, I'm very Sri Lankan at the moment. During the Ashes, I pretended I was Aborigine. Like, I don't care. I will go wherever the results take me. He's basically made it fun for the Tories, because they could say anything they want. He's unelectable. So you can do whatever the hell you want, do you know what I mean? Like, we're going to kill everyone. Yeah, but I'd rather that than vote Ed Miliband.
There continues to be heavy shelling here. Ramesh Ranganathan at the peanut factory.
Is it what the minimum prison sentence should be for anybody that takes their shirt off in the summer? I I find it unacceptable. I remember, like, when it used to be hot days, my dad would open up the curtains first thing in the morning and say, the white people are going to get naked today. Just this morning, we confiscated a bag of cannabis, and now we're asking all students to come forward if they've got Pringles. Have you had an accident that wasn't your fault and has ruined your life? Next time, use Durex. I don't understand that, because, like, if the cows farting is causing the problem, then surely eating them is the solution. I mean...
The topic is animals.
I'm into animal rights, actually. I recently watched this film, Blackfish, which is about this killer whale that ate 2 of the trainers at SeaWorld, killed 2 of the members of staff at SeaWorld. And it's an interesting film, but I do have some issues with it. You know, one of the things they say in the film is we call them orcas. Some people call them killer whales, but these are beautiful, beautiful orcas. We call them orcas. This one killed 2 people. Right? That's a killer whale, right? He lost the right to be called orca when he slaughtered 2 people, yeah? And people are surprised by what happened. People are surprised by what happened. They say, oh, my God, I can't believe what's happened at SeaWorld. I can't believe that one of the killer whales tried to eat one of the trainers. Listen, that's not a surprise. I'm a vegan, right? If you make me dance with a sausage on my nose for long enough, eventually I will try the bloody sausage, right? I don't think that's a surprise. And the film is presenting obvious stuff. I was talking to an intelligent person about Blackfish. He said to me, I can't believe what's going on at SeaWorld. It's disgusting. I can't believe they kidnapped them from the wild. How else did you think that they got them? Did you think there was some sort of recruitment drive? And the thing is, you know, is they want to set this whale free. They want to set Tilikum free because he killed 2 people. Because he killed 2 people, they want to set him free. I mean, that's the opposite of crime and punishment, isn't it? I mean, people say because he lives in such horrible conditions. Listen, people live in horrible conditions. We don't let them off for doing stuff. You don't say, oh, Derek here killed 6 people. We can't do anything about it because he lives in Hastings.
Thank you very much. I'm going to give the point to Angela Barnes there. Everyone come back. Thank you very much.
Well, as a vegan, I wanted to supplement my son's education, so I'm helping him to learn to read. That's one of the things that I'm doing, and helping your child to read is one of the most magical and rewarding things that you can do as a parent, on day 1. After that, it's one of the most frustrating, annoying, I'd rather punch myself in the face repeatedly than ever do this again activity that you can ever do. And let me tell you why. They do not care about making sense. Right? They'll just read all the easy words. When they get to one they don't know, instead of trying, they'll just look at the picture and just throw something random into the sentence without any regard for what effect that has on what they're saying. And I'm supposed to not get angry. I'm supposed to not get angry when my son goes, Jack went strawberry? How could that be what it said? How could it be Jack went strawberry? What are you talking about? What would that even look like? How could that be what it said? Tell me. I tell you what, you think that's what it said, you go strawberry now. Go on. Go strawberry. That's what you think it said. Stop crying, go strawberry. Go strawberry. Why don't you do it? Go kiwi then, I don't give a shit. You're not doing it, are you? I tell you why not, because it doesn't make any bloody sense. My wife thinks I'm overreacting.
Thank you very much, Joanna.
I do think it is a weird strategy, because what you're saying is we're going to make it OK for you to park by a broken meter. So, you know, a solution seems to be fix the meters. Do you know what I mean? Rather than make it OK to park next to broken ones. It's like saying, well, you know, all the trains are late and we know they never arrive, you know, when they're supposed to. So what we've decided to do to tackle the problem, we've decided to abandon the concept of time. So nobody's ever going to be late for anything. We plan to replace the glass ceiling for women with something much easier to clean.
You Mate, we was in Birmingham the other week doing a gig and you had cream on top of your goulash.
No, listen.
Hey.
Hang on, why are you eating goulash? Goulash is... it's meat in goulash.
I'm not that much of an idiot. It was vegetable goulash. Can I have a beef goulash, but hold the beef? Rob and I had an argument, a discussion about the fact that I thought it had combined so much with the goulash that it rendered the situation untenable. But Rob said, "You could have scooped that out, mate. I don't know what's wrong with you." It's got going, "He's not vegan. He's eating cream over here. I can't believe it. I haven't even heard of it in Lewisham."
Oh, we're such great mates.
Do you think you got to the point where, like, you know, Nick Clegg finally thinks he's stepping up to the plate, like Cameron's on the phone? Listen, my phone reception is a nightmare. We've got an important situation. Nick, I need you to step up. I need you to do the right thing. Can you get in touch with Vodafone and get this sorted out? Russell Crowe stars as Bob Marley. The accent's so offensive you won't even care that he blacked up. As I report from my 6th day here in war-torn Syria, I think the lesson learned is that I should never have called my producer a wanker. A UKIP film presentation, 101 damn Asians. Newark is actually an anagram of Nigel Farage's nickname.
What? Cron? I love the way that they clapped at different times, just depending on how quickly they got it.
There is an element of chase going on there.
Come on. Well, I'm really sad to be leaving you as your maths teacher. I've got no idea why I've been made redundant, because I've always felt that I've given 110%. I think, you know, actually we should be talking about immigration now, because it's a good thing that he's put it on the table, because, you know, a lot of Europeans are coming into the country and taking jobs that my parents worked so hard to steal in the 70s. It's actually a very exciting game they play, where they just sit there for hours and see which one tries to rehydrate themselves first. Because when... I mean, again, speaking as a vegan, but my problem with it is... Are you a vegan? Listen, get on board, all right? Jesus. You guys disgust me. Yes. You cheese and meat-eating pricks.
Anyway, please, every part of the show, preface every topic we do with, as a vegan.
My point is, Dara, if I may...
The pizza!
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, pizza, nightmare, right?
Of course, you've missed the main ingredient.
I love pizza, ordered a pizza, right, with no cheese, right? No cheese.
Yeah.
What I didn't realise is not only does cheese add flavour, it also has an adhesive quality. What I got was a box of bread with some vegetables in the corner of the box. The public have spoken, and they said that I'm a knob.
We're not interested, we're not engaged. I think they should combine the election of the leader of the European Commission with the Eurovision Song Contest. So,
How is combining two things that we're not interested in going to make it more interesting? The issue that I have is that, you know, UKIP sort of attracting votes from sort of the elderly. You know, that this is sort of who are increasingly supporting them. And the thing is that you get worried because you think, well, I've sort of had more racist experiences from elderly people, and you can sort of understand how this comes about. But I actually think that elderly people should just be allowed to be racist, because, like, they've got enough shit going on in their lives, like, without having to re-educate themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've pissed myself, I've got 2 false hips, and now I can't say darky. Like, it's... I'm quite happy to make him feel comfortable, bump into an elderly person, just give him the old wobble head to make him feel all right. I don't like going out. Don't like going out because I don't look as good as I used to, and I worry about it. I've put on weight, and I think, oh, I don't look all right. And then I think, hold on a minute, I'm married. I don't need to look good. I just need to look better than the prospect of single parenting. And I think I've got that in the tank, you know what I mean? I went out a while ago and I was out with my friends, we're all in our 30s, we look like awful tribute acts of us in our 20s, and there's guys there that are in their 20s looking ripped and amazing, and I'm thinking, are they going to make us feel bad? Are they going to make us feel awkward? Are they going to make us feel like we're stepping on their turf? And the truth is, they ignore us. Of course they do. Why would they care? See a pride of lions hunting gazelle, they're not going to give a shit when a three-legged hyena rocks up, are they? Comes to the end of the night, this absolutely gorgeous girl walks up to me, does not break eye contact for a second. I said, hello, this is happening. Can phone my wife, tell her I've still got it. The girl walks up to me, says to me, no word of a lie, taxi for Rachel.
Thank you very much, Robert.
We start with a round called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Matt, which category would you like?
World news, please.
OK, world news it is. The answer is petrol, money and drugs. What is the question?
Is it the 3 middle names of Princess Charlotte?
Is it what 3 things might a Greek keep in a chicken?
Is it what do gangsters play instead of rock, paper, scissors?
Is it what 3 things are keeping Keith Richards alive?
Is it what in The Sound of Music are the Von Trapp's family's real favourite things?
What are the 3 characters called on a packet of Colombian Rice Krispies?
Is it what 3 things are we being paid in this evening?
All together in one big bucket.
Yeah.
What will the motto be for the Qatar World Cup?
Is it complete the song? Hugh Pew, Barney McGrew.
That scans. That probably scans very, very well.
It'd be a much better song, wouldn't it?
It would have been very good.
What are the 3 main aisles in a Bolivian Waitrose?
Does anyone know the correct answer?
You know that tattoo you got that you think says peace, love and harmony? Is it to do with Greece?
It is to do with Greece.
Is it what 3 things that they wore in Greece are about to run out of?
Ah, very good. Thank you very much, Ed Byrne. That's excellent. Yes, the question I was looking for is what items are at risk of running out in Greece after Sunday's crucial vote on the EU's bailout terms. This is news as 61% of the Greek population voted against accepting the strict austerity measures proposed by the EU. There's now a real risk that the country will run out of money, fuel and medicine. So what does it all mean for Greece?
It's ridiculous now. The whole thing is just going on. It is like a soap opera. And I don't watch the Eurozone crisis now day to day. I wait till Sunday and I watch the Omnibus edition.
This thing of just referring to the Greek exit as Grexit, it just is like, are you in that much of a hurry that you couldn't say a 3rd syllable?
If the British exit happens, it's going to be called Brexit. It sounds like a cheap form of Lego, or what the Greek Prime Minister does every time he meets Angela Merkel.
I don't get this thing that you can... I didn't know that you could reject banks' demands. If I'd known that, my whole life would have been different. If I'd been able to go to the bank and go, well, I do owe you 10 grand, but I really like my lifestyle.
It could be, but it could be a mis-selling scandal, doesn't it? Because as far as I'm aware, Greece was never made to sign that box that said your home is at risk if you do not keep up the repayments.
You think they're waiting for the PPI?
Yeah, I think
the
they'll
400 quid of PPI.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that will bail them out of this time.
Apparently the Greek government have admitted that living in their past is their Achilles heel.
No one was expecting that reaction,
no. Oxy, they went. Oxy to that. I think it's definitely a case that if they want to get bailed themselves out, like whatever, they really just have to invoke copyright law on all the stuff they invented some time ago now, right? But that they definitely invented, like democracy, triangles and gays. And if they...
Philosophy Italy as well, the birthplace of philosophy, isn't it?
Or was it?
Yes. Oh, you
Who
know
knows?
well.
Why do you think that there is a professional philosopher at home going, that's not what philosophy is? It's not just going, or is it?
I think there's a lot of opportunities in Greece, actually. I'm going to start a band called Cash Machine, because people will be queuing around the block. But we've been told if we go on holiday to Greece that we should take lots and lots of money with us.
Yes.
To rub it in?
I think it's to pay your kidnappers.